have discussed how traffic in and out of Washington, D.C. can be less than ideal. I got into the car this morning because I gotta run into the city, and what's usually a 45-minute drive cracked in at an hour and 32. I don't know what's going on the highways yet, but I am not looking forward to it. This commute is going to be rough. So after a 90-minute drive, I got on site into DC at about 8:13, and right now it is 9:27. Why the disparity? Because I had to find parking, and garages are too small for my vehicle, so I had to find street parking, but then street parking is not available until 9:30. It's been a thing. Anyway, we're finally set up, and I'm gonna go do what I came to do in the city today. This place is a pain in the butt. I hope Andrea's having a better day than I am.
So, I've got a Peloton, and as a big person, the Peloton is sturdy. I love this thing. Trying to get back into the habit of walking. Definitely making it a priority.
So this is the type of work I'm doing. Lots of wires, notes, chasing all sorts of information. It's proving to be hot, sweaty work, but it keeps my hands busy, but my hands are sore today, so. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. 26, 17, 15, 17. The hardest part about what I'm doing is the fact that I've got to reference like 3 or 4 different things. So I've got a bunch of telco information in front of me on the computer, and I'm taking notes, looking for my wires, and I'm comparing it to phone bills. And what that's going to let me do is find the phone and then chase it to where it goes. It's actually really, if you like puzzles, this is ideal, because it's one big puzzle. So, I just had to pick up a sausage from the store. I'm going to be making something called the Who Brought the Baked Beans Baked Beans. If you haven't had them, you really need to. They are mind-blowingly delicious. Last time I made them, we ate them for 4 days straight, for like 3 meals a day. It was asinine and weird, and everybody had gas, and it was bad, but that's not the point. The point is, I'm going to be making these beans again here in a couple of days, in which I'm sure that you'll see all about it here. But I'm all sorts of excited because I get to make the beans again, and they are delicious, and they are good. So, yeah, I'm on my way home. I picked up the sausage, and, well, some of the sausage, and we're gonna make beans in a couple of days.
I am surprised. This piece of land right here.
What are you doing?
Looking at land.
Why?
Because why not?
Why not is a good answer. You trying to build a family compound again?
Yeah.
Good.
So this land was bought in 2006.
Yeah.
And it's being sold at a loss right now.
Ooh. Their losses are a gain. Let's go buy property in Florida.
I mean, hard. You know, I did appreciate this campground.
Which campground?
This is Spacious Skies.
Spacious Skies is really good. That was up off of Skyline Drive, wasn't it?
Yeah, out by the
Luray Caverns.
Just the amount of space between the campsites was really nice.
It really was. And they had one of those weird bubbles that the kids were all like, I'm gonna go jump on this big inflated bubble.
Yeah, it was a big giant like balloon, but in the ground.
It was weird. I don't get it. It was a blob. Anyway, I digress. What
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm coming home from school. I just finished a final, right? and I'm driving, and there's something in the road I see, and it just tucks in, and I go, what is that? It was right over there in the road. And I'm like, oh goodness, so I swerve, and I don't hit it, and I keep going. So I park as I'm calling my dad. I was already on call with him, but I'm rolling up, and so I come over, and I found a turtle, a little box turtle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him out here, back where he belongs. These little dudes try to get run over so often. It's insane.
People get this idea in their head that camping is different than regular living. And I know it kind of is, because you get to go out and play in the woods and sleep in a tent or a camper or whatever. And then you get eaten by bugs, and that's fun. But I'm convinced that it's really not all that different. Allow me to explain. This right here is a stove. It's 3 burners. It's a lot like what I got at home, but that's a pot of oil. These are egg rolls. Pepper popper egg rolls. They're gonna be great. But is that something you make while you camp? It is when I do. So yeah, I don't think it's all that different. Continuing on that vein, what was this?
It was salmon.
It was salmon. Teriyaki salmon at camp. Pepper popper egg rolls at camp. I don't know. I think it's just like being at home. We're going to take just a minute here and talk about deep frying for a second. This is something that I grew up doing, and I'm really good at it. I understand the science behind it. I understand the art behind it, and I understand the safety behind it. Not everybody is able to do this. My lovely wife, Andrea, she did not grow up doing this. I did. So when it comes to deep frying, I do it. Not so much her. However, on the flip side, when it comes to things like baking or grilling or, any of the skilled cooking methods, I think she's better at that than me. But deep frying, that is 100% a Garen thing. We spend an inordinate amount of time walking this loop, I think.
Well, it's an easy starter point. How's that?
I'll give it that. You went for a walk today, didn't you?
Yep. 30 minutes.
Nice. I was stuck in basements all day, doing the hot and the dirty and the gross. So.
Well, it was probably a bigger workout than what I got, but progress is progress.
I don't know. I was all over the map. It's funny. Definitely sweat, but I don't know if it was because of the heat or because of the effort. So it is what it is. I had to go back out because I needed 2 sausages instead of 1. And I was able to get the sausage because it was back in the trailer, which is cool and great. But then it started to rain. And now it's raining. I'm going to go home and I'm going to take my 2 sausages and I'm going to put them with the rest of the ingredients because we're going to make Who Brought the Beans baked beans. They're going to be awesome.